All right, so let's just get analysis on that particular issue and others that came out as recommendations and agreements from the ANC's National Executive Lekgotla that took place over the weekend. We joined from our Durban studios by political analyst Xolani Dube. Xolani, good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for coming through. Now, we heard yesterday what the president of the party was saying, that some people may have been disappointed that the Lekgotla did not descend into chaos as many were thinking. And I suppose this may have been due to the different voices within the party and the alliance partners regarding the Public Enterprises Minister, Pravin Gordhan.
It's so interesting that the president can utter such kind of statement. It really shows that the ANC is not united, is highly divided, and when they meet, it seems as if no one is sure what might come out of that meeting. But to be quite honest, we have to understand now that through this press conference, yesterday by the president and today by the NEC of the ANC, clearly they don't have dust anymore to throw in our eyes. We are fully aware that this ANC indeed is naked. They can't offer us any other thing else except to move their lips and to promise us that they will solve problems that they've created for us. But we know they are not capable to solve the problems that they've created for us. And we are not fools anymore, unfortunately.
All right, that's what many people are saying, that we've heard these things before, more so when one looks at the issue around local government. The president of the party yesterday saying that they do agree that there is a need to strengthen local government in the country as to speed up service delivery. So some people agree with you to say that this is not anything new. We've heard the sentiments before.
As I'm saying, you know, the discourse as well as the strategies of the ANC, I think now they've hit the wall. The South African, as I've said it before and several times, are fully aware that, look, the ANC is no longer kind of a relevant or an appropriate organization to take us from this sinkhole, because we are in this sinkhole because of its incapability, because of its greedy, because of its dishonesty. And so we must not expect that the organization that plugged us to this crisis is also capable of rescuing us. I think we need to have a new discourse. You know, they will have, we've just from January 8, they were saying the same thing. Last year, there was what we call it the manifesto in Durban. They said the same thing. And I can assure you, as the president going to the parliament is going to say the same thing. And so I don't think that really we need to waste our time by listening and by expecting something that is going to happen, or there might be a paradigm shift from the current crop of the ANC leaders. I can assure you, and I have to be honest with you as well, with the public, the South African need to craft their way forward without really expecting anything from this current leadership of the ANC. They failed us, but if we keep on hoping that they might rescue us, I think we are the ones really who are fools.
But do you believe that the ANC is not aware? We had the president of the party yesterday saying that as part of the resolutions by the NEC, they agree that they have beautiful policies on a piece of paper, but the implementation thereof is a challenge. So it certainly looks like they may be conceding that they need to start acting on their promises.
After 25 years. Because they've been telling this thing for the past 25 years, that is not business as usual, they will fight this and that. But the fact of the matter is, the pillar in the ANC is corruption and greedy. And the Zondo Commission is laying out bare, is telling us clearly that the rot in our society is nowhere else, but is there, the Luthuli house. And so if really ANC is promising us that they will fight the rot and they are going to uplift the society, It means that the ANC must go out publicly and say, South African, please excuse us from power, hand it over to other South Africans who are capable. Because as I've said, the Zondo Commission is clearly telling us that each and every corruption in our country, there is an ANC banner. And also even the ANC themselves, they've been telling us that the corruption that is spreading throughout the whole country, they are the one at the forefront. And so now, do you think that the people have accepted that they are corrupt, and who knows that without this corruption, they are not going to have a livelihood? Will they ever really forsake what they are doing on behalf of South Africans? As I've said, South Africans really need to have a paradigm shift in terms of discourse. They need not to expect anything from this current government, as well as the State of the Nation address. I don't think that really is going to carry so much weight for us as South African, because we've been in this limbo for the past 25 years, but there is nothing really material or something that we can say as South African, yes, is happening for us who have been condemned and who have been dispossessed by the apartheid as well as colonialism. And so it's just the continuation of apartheid and colonialism system, and is ravaging those who were historically condemned, of which in numbers are the black South Africans. And so we can say ANC willingly, it has embraced each and every act that the previous colonizers have done to the South African. And so possible, after 40 years, we might declare this democracy as a very inhumane, as a crime against humanity, the way things are happening currently.
All right, 2 points quickly, Xolani. We've run out of time. Now, you talk about capabilities, and in this regard, the ANC says that moving forward, they will ensure that only suitable and fit people are deployed in the sphere of government where services take place. What's your take on this? Because many people have been blaming poor service delivery on the issue of cadre deployment. Now, the second point is on state-owned enterprises. The ANC, they're saying that they will never interfere. There should be no political interference in the operational matters of all state-owned entities. Your take on those two issues?
What is very interesting, if you can look at the recent appointment in Dinel, in Eskom and other state-owned enterprises, you find that people who are there are not black people. And possibly the ANC is sending us a message to say, possibly black people are not capable. Or maybe we are in this crisis because of the black people. Because when you look at these state-owned enterprises CEOs recently, you won't find a number of black people. And that is a question mark. That number of black people must start to ask if really are we capable to lead. And so the issue of them trying to turn around about 740-something state-owned enterprises, because what worries me is that our president said they will go back to the document known as Ready to Govern on how to run the state-owned enterprises. I can assure you, state-owned enterprises, they serve as source of patronage, they serve as source of aristocratic life of the ANC elite and their friends. And so they are not there to serve us, because we are in this program that we are not supposed to be if the ANC had what we call it future planning. But it seems as if it's not having future planning. We are from energy crisis. Today we're talking about water. When you look at the local government, trust me, it's down and out. But they are coming with what we call it a district thesis. And as I'm saying, they keep on creating programs for us non-stop. They are not delivering, but they are creating programs.
All right, no, we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much there to political analyst Xolani Dube joining us live from our studios in Durban, looking into the ANC NEC outcomes. This, of course, comes after the media briefing earlier today by the Secretary General of the ruling party.